Hey everyone, Beth Moore here. I am a conscious parenting and self-love coach for moms, and as the founder of Reclaiming Motherhood, I am here to elevate, to celebrate you, and to honor your mothering journey. And I want to talk today about the problem child because most families have a kid that's like more difficult to handle, and maybe it's because of a neurodevelopmental issue, a physical health issue. So I'm not speaking to that necessarily, but it definitely could apply. That's just not my expertise, my realm. But what I want to do is present a different lens in viewing this issue, this situation, and humanizing what's going on. What if the child that triggers you the most, that you're like disciplining and you're feeling guilty about, or that is just the hardest for you to enjoy, was actually your greatest teacher and here for your own spiritual evolution? Like, what if you viewed it through that lens? That your problem child was actually here for you and your soul's transformation, your own inner work. And how would viewing it that way open you up to love them and yourself better and just surrender to what that child is here to teach you? I believe all of our children are here as our teachers, but especially when it comes to the ones that push our buttons the most, that are our biggest struggles, if we shut down and we turn to old habits and we self-abandon because we're just struggling with it, we're going to miss out on the beautiful lessons and the opportunities to meet ourselves and to meet them in healing ways. Like, what if they're here for us? What if they're here for us? Maybe this is a wild philosophy and you've never heard it before. Like, try it on. See how it feels in your body when you really take this in, and if it connects with you. If it doesn't, let it go. If it does, keep listening. I was the problem child in the family, the black sheep in the family. And no, I'm not just self-diagnosing myself that way. I found the books. I heard my parents talking about it. And to this day, it's kind of like the joke, like Beth was the problem child. She wasn't easy. And you know what I really wanted more than anything was for them to just see me, to not resist against my natural self, and for it to feel embraced. And what I noticed in my parents is because they weren't able to meet themselves in order to meet me. Does that make sense? They didn't have the skills. They didn't, they loved me so much, but they were so triggered, or so they dissociated almost whenever I'd have a meltdown as a young kid or a blowout as a teenager. And I'm not saying any of this is easy. Parenting is the hardest role for stuff like this. Nothing prepares you. But what I really needed was them just to sit with me, just to meet me, not try to change or fix me or tell me I was broken, that kind of stuff. Because it happened. And I felt it as an empath, as a highly sensitive person whose brain is also just wired differently. I have some neurodivergent tendencies going on. I think it would have drastically shaped and changed my experience and my relationship with my parents differently, and the way I show up in the world, if they would have just tried to meet me where I am versus trying to fix, correct, put in therapy, be afraid of. And so a thing that, I don't have any regrets. I wouldn't probably be doing what I do had I had a different childhood experience. So I'm definitely let's fuel our pain into purpose type of mindset on life. I love them. I've done a lot of inner work. So like I said, no regrets. But had they looked inward, maybe sought their own therapy, done their own reflection of why is my daughter triggering me? How can I really meet her where she's at? What is she bringing up in me that I don't want to see? That was from my childhood or just in general. It could have been a beautiful opportunity for growth for them and for us to even bond. And so I can say that today, having gone through it, looking back, now having children. And one of my children is very much like me. And that there's always that joke like, just wait, when you're a parent, you're going to have the same crap come up. And I think we all have experienced that, right? In some way, whether it's like just a circumstance, you're like, wow, I have totally like props for parents because I did all this stuff to them and now I'm getting it back. Like, what if instead of rolling our eyes or just making it a joke, like we actually took it seriously as an opportunity for us to grow, for us to bond with our child, and for our soul to evolve in a beautiful new way had we been shut off to it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to go deeper and you have a so-called problem child or a problem situation showing up, let's talk. I currently have my books open to take on a few new clients through the end of 2024, depending on when you're watching this. And what you'll find in the comments and the show notes below is a coffee and chat call. So anyone new that wants to work with me, I offer the free consultation where it's like literally no strings attached. I want to make sure we're an energetic match, that I can actually help you, if not maybe direct you to somewhere else. And just even if we decide not to work together, for you to feel encouraged and like weave together kind of shaped next steps for your journey. Whether it's through the conscious parenting approach or the self-love approach, like I'm here to, like I said, elevate, celebrate, and honor you and your mothering journey so that you can become more radiant and alive as a result of being a mother. So we need more of that, not drained victim moms who are like walking through life as zombies. And despite how exhausting parenting can be, like I want more moms to come alive and recognize that parenting is the portal to our best lives. So I'm here for you. Let me know how this landed with you. Reach out to me on Instagram, Mrs. Beth _Moore. I'm always here to meet and connect with new people. Thanks for watching. Mwah.